First of all, just looking back, we're playing featuring the Blues this weekend. How big a game in the LV Cup, a nice derby game for the LV? How much are you looking forward to that?
Very much so, to be honest. As you say, it is a derby. Some people may not think much of the LV, but when you come down to the nitty-gritty of it, it's a game between the Scarlets and the Blues, and if you can't get excited for a game like that, then what can you get excited about?
Yeah, and Blues and Scarlets can always have a little fizz to them, don't they?
Yeah, certainly. Hopefully there'll be a bit of an edge to this game as well. Hopefully it'll be a nice competitive game, but hopefully we can come out on top.
After a good start as well in the tournament, always when you're chasing silverware, to get off to such a comprehensive win, it just must give the squad such a boost.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a young group of boys, but we're certainly breeding a lot of confidence at the moment, and hopefully we can carry that on into the Blues game this weekend.
Yeah, it must take great heart as well from the defensive effort. Keeping Leicester trials is a great effort.
Yes, certainly. I mean, our defensive effort was good as well against Edinburgh. Unfortunately, we just let a few one-on-one tackles. We missed a few one-on-one tackles and just let them in for a couple. But we've been working very hard with Simon Easterby on our defence, and it was a good feeling to I think they scored the first penalty of the game, and after that I don't think they scored any points, so it was a pretty convincing win in the end. Yeah.
It gets overshadowed a lot with the LV Cup. How much would it mean to the players to win that and to be going for that?
I mean, any sort of silverware would be a great achievement, I think. I mean, when you're pitted against some of the best teams in England and Wales, and if you can come out on top in that competition, then this obviously is something you'd be very proud of come the end of the season. Yeah, if you can come out on top and as the best in England and Wales, then that's no bad feat, no mean feat.
Yeah, and obviously it can help spur the sort of league campaign as well. I think as your coach Nigel was saying, you've almost been there, but it's just to get it to click and gel together.
Yeah, certainly. Although we rested quite a few people last week, and we gave an opportunity to a lot of young guys like Matt Gilbert and Kieran as well come in and did a cracking job. So that's what it's all about, really, is to be able to give young guys an opportunity to play at the highest standard, and to be fair, all the youngsters fronted up really well on the weekend.
And obviously you guys are playing while there's a World Cup going on the other side of the world. How much has those performances given boosted the whole team as well, as it's boosted the rest of the nation, I guess?
Yeah, I think as any Welshman would agree, I think up until Saturday, I think everyone just had that extra spring in their step, to be honest. Everyone's happy going to work and in a pretty jovial mood, but just unfortunately that defeat on Saturday just soured things a little bit, and it was a tough day on Saturday personally, to be honest. It was like any Welshman, I was just so devastated by the result, but then it was nice to be able to release my frustration then on the field on Saturday night.
Yourself and Adam seem to enjoy that partnership on the weekend.
Yeah, Adam, he's such a lovely kid, Adam. He's a very talented young man, actually. He's another one who's just been given an opportunity, and he's just, to me, I think he's got all the attributes to be a very successful centre at the highest level. He's got good feet, he's strong. His defensive work is second to none, to be honest. His work of the breakdown is fantastic, and he's got a lot of gas as well. So he's certainly one to keep an eye on, and I really enjoy playing with him.
Yeah, because I suppose everyone from Scarlets fans' point of view, I suppose, are looking at, say, John and Scott coming back from the World Cup and just slotting back in. It's nice to have other options as well, like yourself and Adam.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long season, and with international call-ups, with injuries, you need players who are going to be able to step up. Obviously we've got guys like Nick Reynolds as well, who's highly rated, and Gareth Moore to come back, so there's certainly a lot of strength and depth in that position at the moment, and obviously Sean Lamont, the big man, can do a job in the centre as well.
9 tries in the last 2 games, I think it is. I mean, a lot was said at the start of the season that didn't quite get the way the Scarlets play, as it were, in the opening few weeks. Didn't quite click, but the last couple of weeks you seem to have found your scoring form.
Yeah, certainly. I'm not too sure what it is this happened, to be honest, but I think the longer you play and train together, the more comfortable people become in the structure of the team and understanding the calls. And I mean, can't shy away from it. I mean, there were a few difficult performances in there, and some harsh words were spoken, but there was no panic involved. Everyone knuckled down, worked hard, and I think we're hopefully now beginning to reap the rewards.
Yeah, and it's a big month ahead, isn't it? After this weekend, you've got Ulster, then Ospreys, and then into Europe.
And then into Europe, So yes, it's an important time of the season now to be building on our momentum. With obviously key players coming back from the World Cup as well. They'll need to be integrated at some stage. But yes, this is an interesting few months coming up.
Some debut.
Yeah, it was. I think as a team we were building towards it for most of the week, and we really wanted to take in an attitude there of being physical, and for me personally, it was an opportunity to try and, as I said, my competitive debut, try and have as good a game as I can. I'm happy with how it went. But still, looking at the video and looking through it, there's a lot of things that, as a team and individual, I need to work on. So I think the key now for me personally is to not get too carried away, keep working, keep analysing areas where I need work, and hopefully kick on from there.
How did you find, obviously people talk about the step up from Premiership rugby to regional rugby. How did you find that pace of the game?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me, I think if you watch it on TV, I'm down with cramp after about 70 minutes. So the speed of it definitely. And the physicality. I think, and obviously I was quite enthusiastic out there, so I was hitting rucks maybe that I didn't need to. So. It was a step up, but I'm glad with how it went.
So you've been playing rugby Llandudno this season, is it? So
I was with Llandudno last year, and then I got invited down for the pre-season down here. Was involved in the Rotherham game, and unfortunately got injured over in France when we went to Clermont. So I've been playing a couple of games for Llandudno and just trying to get back really after injury. So.
Nigel was saying on the weekend that you give up your job for this opportunity, is it?
That's right, It wasn't too tough a choice, to be honest. And to be fair to the company I was working for, they were very supportive in the decision I was going to make. When I spoke to Nigel and Kieran, they made it clear that it was an 8-week period and then see how it goes. So it was sort of a sabbatical from work. So they gave me the opportunity, and I'm grateful for them for allowing me to do that. I'm just happy now, and hopefully here for a while longer.
I mean, this is a case now. It's almost like a learning curve now in terms of all these games, and then.
I think with the LV, it is a chance to give people like myself and other players like Adam Warren and those boys a chance to step in and really show what they can do. So I think for me it is about getting used to playing in the Scarlets setup and being out against those bigger teams and fronting up, hopefully. So
I suppose the ambition would be to be involved on a regular basis then in the league as well, obviously.
Obviously it's about establishing yourself. Personally for me, I mean, I've had one good game, I think, and I need to kick on and try and establish consistent performances and making sure that when it comes to selection, when they're looking at selection, then my name's there or thereabouts.
And exciting times for the region as well, with the boys coming back from the World Cup.
I mean, Sean Lamont, man, I was born in Scotland. I mean, I'm training with him now. It's just it's a big honour to just play alongside these guys. Matthew Rees, these all guys I've been, last year I was down the pub cheering them on in the Six Nations. So it's just, for me, it's a massive thing, and I'm looking forward to, obviously, disappointed for the Wales guys, but looking forward to training with them and hopefully playing with them in the near future.
Did you say born in Scotland? How long did you live in Scotland?
Not very long. I was born in Aberdeen, lived there for about a year.
Right. Okay.
And then we moved down to Swansea.
Right. Okay.
So when I was about 2, so.
So you basically grown up then in Swansea and played junior rugby in Swansea?
All my junior rugby in Swansea, South Gower under 8s. All my rugby played in Swansea, and then went to uni in Birmingham. Did a bit of time up there. But
and then played Mumbles for a bit then, was it?
Came back, played for Mumbles, and then obviously Llandudno then after that.
Brilliant. And just looking ahead of the weekend, obviously the Blues, the big defeat. It's an opportunity this weekend, isn't it, to establish yourself in this LB competition? I hope so. I mean, we found out the squad on Thursday, so there's no guarantees of selection, but hopefully if given the opportunity, then
look to kick on from Saturday as a team as well, because I think these LV games are a real opportunity to build momentum going into back into the Rabo and obviously into the Heineken Cup as well. So we want to keep that winning mentality in the camp and kick on from there.
Well, there's 2 bonus point wins in the last 2 games, isn't it?
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Keep that going, hopefully.
Yeah.